Hello and welcome to the 9 p.m. news on Voice of the People TV. I am Jerry Apelahai.
And I am Vivian Oguche.
Before we begin the news, kindly visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trendy news. And now to the headlines. Afenifere leader Adebanjo dies at 96.
UNIZIK expels student who assaulted lecturer in viral video.
NECO releases 2024 SSC external results.
Supreme Court gets acting chief registrar.
Biden's executive accuses lawmakers of receiving $150 million in bribe.
And police apprehend another suspect linked to Ebonyi community attack.
In business, exchange rate stabilizes as Naira holds at 1,570 Naira per dollar in parallel markets.
And in sports news, Russia announces friendly match against Super Eagles.
In the world of entertainment, the family declares Two-Face missing, petitions DSS. And all the news in detail. Foremost nationalist, the elder statesman and leader of the Pan-Yoruban Socio-Cultural Group, Chief Adebanjo, has died at the age of 96. The family confirmed in a statement that the respected statesman died at his residence in the Lekki area of Lagos State early this morning. Adebanjo is survived by his 94-year-old wife, Chief Christy Ayo Adebanjo, children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Adebanjo, a lawyer, a radical politician, and a nationalist of Yoruba extraction, was born in Isoya, Ogbo, a village near Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State, southwest Nigeria, on April 10, 1928. He was originally a journalist before going to the United Kingdom to study law. Chief Adebanjo started politics at an early age, joining the struggle in 1943 as a Zikist, a follower of late Nnamdi Azikiwe. However, in 1951, he became a member of the youth wing of the Action Group and a mentee and political disciple of late Chief Obafemi Awolowo. He remained active and vocal in Nigerian politics until his death, throwing his weight alongside his Afenifere group behind the candidacy of Peter Obi of the Labour Party at the 2023 presidential election.
In the meantime, President Bola Tinubu has expressed sorrow over the death of Afenifere leader and elder statesman Ayo Adebanjo, describing him as a fearless advocate for truth, justice, and democracy. In a personal condolence message, President Tinubu acknowledged Adebanjo's lifelong commitment to Nigeria's progress and national unity. Tinubu said Nigeria will miss the Afenifere leaders' regular interventions in national affairs, which enriched the political discourse. Similarly, Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has described Adebanjo's passing as the end of a glorious era. In a statement, Abiodun described him as a man of principles, adding that the government and people of Ogun State could not have wished for a more glorious end for the unblemished apostle of federalism, good governance, and the defense of Yoruba interests. On his part, Labour Party presidential candidate in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, described Adebanjo as a pillar in the struggle for a new Nigeria. In a statement, Obi said the statesman's death was a profound loss to Nigeria and all who cherish justice, equity, and truth. Similarly, Afenifere has described its late leader as an advocate of restructuring through federalism, equity, and fairness. The group made this known in a tribute message that was made available to newsmen by its Secretary General, Shola Ebisheni.
All right, in another development, the management of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Anambra State, has expelled a student, Gaudi Mbakwe Precious, over her assault on a lecturer from the Department of Theatre and Film Studies. In an official expulsion letter, that was signed by the acting registrar Victor Modebelu, the university stated that the decision followed the recommendation of the Student Disciplinary Committee, which found the student's action to be a gross violation of the institution's disciplinary regulations. The incident, which gained widespread attention after a video surfaced online, reportedly involved the Precious attacking the lecturer identified as Dr. Chukwudi Okoye. The attack followed the interruptions of a TikTok video she was recording on campus. Modibelu disclosed in a letter that the expulsion is with immediate effect.
Well, moving on, the National Examinations Council has released the results for the 2024 Senior School Certificate Examination External, which was conducted from the 14th of November to the 14th of December 2024. Speaking at a news conference at the NECO headquarters in Minna, the Council's Registrar and Chief Executive, Professor Dantani Ibrahim Wushishi, revealed that 86,067 candidates registered for the examination, with 84,799 participating. Wushishi reported that 57,114 candidates, representing 67.35%, obtained 5 credits or more, including English language and mathematics. Addressing the issue of examination malpractice, Wushishi noted a reduction in the number of malpractice cases compared to the previous year. He revealed that 6,160 candidates were involved in various forms of malpractice, a 27.7% decrease from 2023's 8,518 cases. The NECO boss also mentioned that several exam supervisors and centers had been recommended for blacklisting.
Still on education-related news, the Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, says President Bola Tinubu has approved the conversion of the Yaba College of Technology into a university. He made this known today during a walking visit to the college. Alausa said the college is ready and fit to become a full-fledged university, adding that the school is an enduring legacy. The minister went around the institution to inaugurate and inspect some projects, expressing satisfaction with management's maintenance culture. Alausa noted that one of the reasons the Tinubu administration is focusing on technical and vocational education and entrepreneurship is to address the Japa syndrome.
Well, to the judiciary, Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekereadu, has approved the appointment of Kabir Akombi as the acting Chief Registrar of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. The Deputy Director of Information and Public Relations of the Supreme Court, Ahmed Umar, made this known today in a statement. Umar disclosed that Akombi's appointment follows the retirement of Hajo Bello, who attained the mandatory retirement age of 60 years in public service. Before his appointment, Akombi served as the Deputy Chief Registrar in charge of the Election Petition Tribunal Unit at the Court of Appeal headquarters in Abuja.
Away from education-related news, the head of financial crime compliance at cryptocurrency firm Binance, Tigran Gambaryan, who spent 8 months in a Nigerian detention facility over alleged corruption, has identified 3 Nigerian lawmakers who allegedly demanded a bribe of $150 million from him. Nigerian authorities detained Gambaryan and his colleague Nadeem Anjawala, a 37-year-old British Kenyan who serves as the regional manager for Africa at Binance. Both were charged with money laundering involving $35 billion as initiated by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. And Jawala managed to escape from custody on March 22, 2024. However, Gabriel was released following the intervention of the United States government. While in detention, the Binance boss said some lawmakers and the House of Representatives demanded bribes from him. Taking to X, Gabriel named Philip Agbese, Ginger Onwusibe, and Peter Akpanke are all members of the House as the men who allegedly demanded a huge sum from him. Reacting to the developments, Agbese, who doubles as the deputy spokesman of the House, called on the Binance boss to support his claims with evidence.
Well, elsewhere, operatives of Ebonyi State Police Command and troops of Nigerian Army have arrested a suspect linked to an attack on Amegu Uhiala community in Isielu local government area of the state. The Ebonyi State Police Command spokesperson SP Joshua Okandu disclosed this in a statement today and saying that security operatives acted on credible intelligence to target hoodlum camps in Amegu and Umulesha villages within the Nkala community. He said that the hoodlums, upon seeing the operatives, opened fire. SP Kondo stressed that operatives engaged and overpowered the criminals with superior firepower. He further said that the suspects reportedly fled into the bush and one suspect was arrested during the operation. Kondo noted that the operatives destroyed the hoodlums' shrines and camps in both villages, recovering 2 Dane guns, a mobile phone, and motorcycle in the process.
You're still watching the 9 p.m. news on Voice of the People TV. Stay with us for more stories after this break. Welcome back. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has uncovered a major operation depot dealing in expired and falsified drugs at Omu Major Village, Osisioma, Ngwa, Abia State. NAFDAC revealed in a post on X that the illegal operation was being run from multiple buildings near the Ariaria International Market. The agency stated that expired medicines were repackaged and revalidated for resale, posing a significant health risk to consumers. During the raid, officials confiscated large quantities of expired potassium chloride, allergy medications, immune boosters, and cholesterol treatment. NAFDAC in the post reaffirmed its commitment to eliminating the substandard and falsified drugs in Nigeria, adding that it is currently reviewing its laws to impose stricter penalties on offenders.
Well, staying with health-related matters, but this time in Anambra State, government has suspended a health worker, Njideka Eze Ihiejofor, for refusing to attend to a pregnant woman who delivered a stillborn baby outside the health facility on Tuesday. The suspension of Eze Ihiejofor was approved today by the disciplinary panel chaired by the State's Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afam Obidike, after investigating the circumstances surrounding the incident. Appearing before the panel, Eze Ihiejofor, who is the officer in charge at Upo Primary Health Care Center, said she turned back the pregnant patient when she came into the facility at 11 a.m. due to fatigue. Meanwhile, Obidike said the panel found that Eze Ihiejofor refused to examine the pregnant woman or provide a referral letter when she visited the center. The commissioner condemned her actions, noting that a retained placenta could have caused the woman to bleed to death.
Moving on, the presidential candidate of Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, has condemned the continued killing of Nigerians by criminals. Obi spoke today at the Anambra State House of Assembly shortly after a valedictory session was held in honor of the member representing Onitsha's North Constituency 1, Justice Azuka, who was murdered by kidnappers. The former Anambra State governor maintained that the high rate of crimes and insecurity in the country will reduce drastically if the Nigerian state devises strategic means of ending hunger, unemployment, and deprivation. Obi lamented that Azuka was a bright legislator with great potentials for the society, urging government at all levels to eliminate root causes of insecurity.
Well, in another development, President Bola Tinubu has arrived in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, to participate in the 38th Ordinary Session of the Assembly of the African Union Heads of State and Government. The president was received at the airport by the Ethiopian Deputy Chief of Protocol, Ishelu Lages, the Nigerian Minister of Foreign Affairs Ambassador Yusuf Tugar, and the charge of the affairs of the Nigerian Embassy in Ethiopia, Ambassador Nasir Aminu. This year's AU Summit, under the theme Justice for Africans and People of African Descent through Reparations, focuses on reparatory justice and racial healing. President Tinubu will deliver a speech at the summit-level meeting at the African Union Peace and Security Council, where discussions will focus on current security challenges on the continent, including the escalation of conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo. President Tinubu is scheduled to return to Nigeria on Monday, the 17th of February.
My love is in the air as couples, friends, and family celebrate St. Valentine's Day with gifts, surprises, and special moments. From heartfelt gestures to grand expressions of affection, people are making the day memorable in unique ways. VOP TV's Margie Ogunsuada has more in this report.
February 14th marks Valentine's Day, a globally recognized celebration of love, affection, and companionship. While commonly associated with romantic relationships, the day has evolved into an occasion for expressing appreciation to family, friends, and even colleagues. The origin of Valentine's Day dates back to ancient Rome, where the festival of Lupercalia was celebrated in mid-February as a fertility ritual. However, the day became linked to romance through Saint Valentine, a priest who, according to legend, defined Emperor Claudius' two bans on marriages for young soldiers and secretly officiated weddings. He was later executed on February 14th, and over time, his name became associated with love and devotion. In modern times, the celebration is marked by the exchange of flowers, chocolates, and gifts. Businesses, especially florists, restaurants, and gift shops, experience increased patronage, while social gatherings and romantic gestures define the atmosphere. Although some view the day as overly commercialized, others see it as an opportunity to rekindle affection and spread kindness. Regardless of perspective, Valentine's Day remains a significant cultural tradition, reminding people of the enduring power of love. Voice of the People TV asks citizens about the significance of this day, and here is what they have to say.
Love is important because even in the Bible, love is the most important virtue that God talks about. And if you watch, Christ died because he loves us. Feel love is significant because love, it is good for one to love one another. Helps transform the nation, the country, the people, the family, and all that. So love is really, really important, and it's something we should all, imbibe and accept within us and in our nation too.
Everybody's for loving. Don't put an interest to anybody. One love.
A joyful day. That was one. Two, I need to talk about this issue because some parents, they allow most of these secondary school children, they are misbehaving in that day. So they need to do something about it. They need to look after their children. They don't need to leave them, because if you look at it after the Valentine, at the end of the whole thing, you will see most of these young girls are pregnant. The young boys, they don't even know they cannot even take care of themselves, neither to take care of the women that they put them into family issues.
It's a good thing, but you can't just be working all the hours of the day. So Valentine is a man of love. So it's a celebration of expressing your love to your loved ones. It's good, but let's do it in a matured and a very perfect way.
It's a love day, which is general love. Like, you can show love to anybody, but all you know that is you have to love another, love everybody. And one another can be a neighbor, can be a colleague, can be everything. So whatever you know that is love to you, which is not erotic love, you can give it to anybody.
Whether through grand gesture or simple appreciation, Valentine's Day remains significant across all culture. While some see the reason to celebrate it, others feel that love should be celebrated every day of our life. Happy Valentine's Day from all of us at Voice of the People TV.
Well, that was a very put together report, Matthew. Thank you for it. I mean, Jerry, it's different strokes for different folks. Some people are saying too much commercialization of Valentine. Others are saying, hey, without love, there's no life. I mean,
And to the guy who was so very serious about talking about women being put in the family way after all of that.
yeah, he sounded pained.
He sounded pained. I hope he's not been affected by a situation that led to maybe a member of a family put in the family way. But
I think your imagination, you have an overactive imagination, but it was a good report all day.
yeah, good report. And to say that those who say that love should be shown every day, not only on Valentine's Day. But the question is, how many Nigerians actually show love to one another every day, because we see a lot of issues happening, even at the bus stop. Everybody's angry and so on and so forth.
This is a billion-dollar question, and it
so
must be proved further. We must show each other love.
Nigerians are not really romantic Africans, but it is what it is.
Absolutely. Well, we'll take a short break now. When we come back, the news continues. Stay with us. Well, you're welcome back. Some business news now. The Nigerian Naira has demonstrated relative stability in the parallel market, trading at 1,570 Naira per dollar from Wednesday through Friday, the 14th of December 2025. This follows a period of fluctuations in the foreign exchange market from Monday to Wednesday. Market reports indicate that the Naira closed at 1,570 Naira to $1 on Thursday, maintaining the same rate into Friday. On the official side, data from the Central Bank of Nigeria reveals that the Naira closed at 1,513 Naira to $1 on Wednesday and further depreciated to 1,515 Naira to $1 on Thursday, reflecting a marginal decline of 2 Naira on a day-on-day basis.
Still talking business, the federal government has announced the plans to audit its housing assets and enhance ground rent collection by establishing tax teams in each state to improve oversight and accountability. The Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, Shuaib Belgor, announced the initiative during a meeting with federal controllers of housing in Abuja, emphasizing the importance of proper asset management. Belgor discussed that the teams comprising state housing controllers, federal housing authority representatives, and the Surveyor General of the Federation as chairman will oversee property audits, enforce compliance, and streamline rent collection process.
Well, it's time now for some sports news. The Russian Football Union says that the country's men's national team will take on the Super Eagles of Nigeria in an international friendly game on the 6th of June. RFU announced the fixture in a statement on its website. The match is scheduled to be played in Russia, but the time and venue are still undecided. Meanwhile, NFF is yet to issue an official statement about its true position on the friendly announcement by the Russian FA.
Also in the world of sport, Egyptian Premier League club Zamalek have confirmed the appointment of Youssef Pesero as their new head coach. The Egyptian side made the announcement on their official website. The 64-year-old coach signed an 18-month contract with the 14-time Egyptian champion. The Portuguese is making a return to Egypt, having already coached Al Ahly in the 2015-2016 season. Zamalek recently sacked former Tottenham Hotspur manager Christian Gross, paving the way for his appointment.
Well, we'll take a look at some entertainment news now. The Idibia family has petitioned the Department of State Services stating that singer Two-Face Idibia is missing. The family in a statement said the African Queen singer left home in his loungewear on February 10, 2025 without his bodyguard and has not returned since then. A statement issued by the family lawyer Wilson Anuge said they have received calls and messages from the singer soliciting financial help and act defined concerning because Two-Face is financially sufficient and has no reason to beg. Recall that Rose Idibia, the mother of Two-Face, had appealed to Nigerians to beg Natasha Osawuru, a member of the Edo State House of Assembly, to leave her son alone. Rose, who made this known in a viral video, claimed that her son may not be acting in his right senses. Rose also appealed to the lawmaker to remove the beads she put on Two-Face's hand and on his neck. This is coming after the singer proposed to the lawmaker shortly after he announced his separation from Annie Idibia.
Still in the world of entertainment, Grammy-winning superstar Burna Boy has continued to break new ground as he becomes the first ever cover star of Billboard France. Billboard France, in a social media post, praised Burna Boy for his cultural impact, calling him the ambassador of Nigeria's booming music scene. The platform highlighted his groundbreaking achievement as the first non-francophone African artist to headline France's legendary Stade de France in 2025, a feat that cements his dominance in the global music industry. Burna Boy's history, feat of covering France Billboard, reinforces his legacy as a music star who's advancing African music on the global stage.
Well, that wraps it up for us on the news tonight. But before we go, a quick look at the headlines. We told you that Afenifere leader Ayo Adebanjo dies at 96.
UNIZIK expels students who assaulted lecturer in viral video.
Also, we told you that NECO has released 2024 SSCE external results.
Supreme Court gets acting chief registrar.
And also, Binance executive accuses lawmakers of receiving $150 million bribe.
All right, police apprehend another suspect linked to a Boeing community attack.
In business, exchange rate stabilizes after Naira holds at 1,570 Naira to $1 in parallel market.
And in sport, Russia announces friendly match against the Super Eagles.
Well, in the world of entertainment, Family declares Two-Face missing, petitions DSS. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. On YouTube, we are Voice of the People TV, and on other social media platforms, we are at VOP TV Live. Well, I am Vivian Oguche.
And I'm Jerry Oppenheim.
Good evening.